While 25 points separate league-leading Atlanta United from Toronto FC, the defending MLS champions are looking forward to taking on the Atlanta powerhouse Saturday. It's a star-studded marquee matchup despite the distance between the two in the standings. Toronto FC's Sebastian Giovinco, right, battles for the ball in the Reds' win against Chicago Fire last weekend. Toronto is hoping to maintain their winning ways in today's game against Atlanta. Mark Blinch, the Canadian press, "It's a good game," said Toronto coach Greg Vanney. "For me personally, I think for the guys, we're looking forward to it. It comes at a good time because we're trending in the right direction. It's going to show us where we're at," added midfielder Jonathan Osorio. Toronto, 6-1-1-4, enters Saturday's match in Atlanta with 4 straight wins in all competitions and, after a long injury-disrupted stretch, seems finally to be getting back to its 2017 form. A 3-goal second half in last Saturday's 3-0 win over the Chicago Fire marked a return to the flowing football that marked TFC's championship campaign. Article continued below. Vanney called it Toronto's best half of the season in league play. "I thought our rhythm came back. Some of the swagger that we know of our group started to arrive again and the ball was moving quicker," he said. "So the Atlanta game comes at a good time," he added. "It's motivation for our group. They know right now that Atlanta's the team that's up top and rolling. I think it's a great test for us in our sort of revival here in the second half of the season. When Toronto is at its best, it moves the ball quickly on offense with captain Michael Bradley and playmaker Victor Vasquez able to launch attacks. Osorio and fellow midfielder Marky Delgado are good at pushing the ball forward, and Sebastian Giovinco and Josie Altidore can give defenders fits. Atlanta has multiple weapons of its own, ranking first in goals, 48, and shots on goals, 137, third in shots, 338, and fourth in assists. Second-year franchise also leads the league in average attendance at 51,799. Venezuelan striker Joseph Martinez has 24 goals for the season, 9 ahead of No. 2 Zlatan Ibrahimovic of the Los Angeles Galaxy. The 25-year-old Martinez has goals in 6 consecutive games, with 10 goals during the stretch, and has scored Atlanta's last 6 goals. Miguel Almiron, a Paraguayan midfielder with rocket-like speed, has 11 assists to trigger Martinez and the rest of an explosive offense. Article continued below. Really dangerous is Vasquez's assessment of the Atlanta attack. Martinez, who has 2 more goals than the entire Seattle Sounders roster, is 3 goals away from tying the all-time MLS single-season goal-scoring record, held by Roy Lassiter, 1996, Chris Wondolowski, 2012, and Bradley Wright Phillips, 2014. "He's a special forward," said Vanney, a former U.S. international defender. "He's got a nose for the goal and an understanding of how to get into the important areas around the goal. He's also the type of forward that you have to respect because he's going all out all the time. Fully committed, flying through the air, through the box, through whatever he has to do to get something on goal." Martinez showed that at the midweek All-Star game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, ignoring the raised boot of a Juventus defender to knock the ball in. The Italian champions went on to win the game in a penalty shootout after regulation time ended in a 1-1 deadlock. On Friday, Martinez was voted MLS Player of the Month. Having conceded just 26 goals in 23 goals, Atlanta is also sturdy on defense. Atlanta, which beat the Impact 2-1 in Montreal last weekend, has won its last 2 games, is unbeaten in 4-3-0-1. Toronto, meanwhile, has little margin for error left after its poor start in league play. Points are needed.